Hi, everyone, and welcome to Die Hard Sooner Report. It is Saturday morning, and I hope everybody's made the weekend. If you have to work today, man, God bless you, man, and hope we can entertain you a little bit and you can get through the day. Well, what are the Sooners going to do at linebacker now that Caleb Kelly has tore his ACL? I hope you saw his tweet if you're not on Twitter. He basically said, hey, I've gone through obstacles. I don't fear them. God's got my back, and you think this bothers me? And he just put up a question mark, and and it's a pretty cool tweet. I'll post it on the board for you. And I love Caleb Kelly. He's a better person than he is a football player. He's been a real sweet guy to deal with. Loves his family, loves his girlfriend. It's it's a cool family. It really, really is. And so, but it's going to be a big hole in the Sooner defense. There's no question about it. Caleb Kelly was their most athletic outside of Kenneth Murray. He was your best athlete on defense. So you lose a guy that's going to be your starting will backer that has the size and the experience that you want on the defensive side of the ball. That means Deshaun White moves in there, and Deshaun has been a guy that's now in his sophomore that they've recruited to be a big-time player. It was a big-time recruiting battle with A&M. Sooners won it. They feel very comfortable with him starting. In fact, they think he's going to be a star. They think he's going to be a big-time player. So you're good there. Now, you lose some depth because you lose Caleb, and you don't have Deshaun White to be the third backer. All right, so now he becomes your second backer. Then you have Levi Draper and Brian Asamoah, who are two young guys that are trying to make their mark and trying to get a start. You have Brian Mead, a walk-on, who just continues to plod along, and he's a guy that they consider now a valuable part of that defense from a depth standpoint. Ryan Jones, though, is a guy that's at the rush linebacker spot. That was the starting Sam linebacker before they moved Caleb back there last year. That's 6'3", 230 pounds that they want to give a look there. And so they're going to move him there to see what he looks like at the inside backer. Here's what's interesting. Ryan Jones was a wide receiver, safety coming out of high school. OU told him they were going to move him to linebacker. He was good with it. So he moved to the Sam. He'd never played it before. His athletic ability played, and he eventually won the job when they decided to move Caleb into the will linebacker job. But when Caleb moved back, Ryan became just a special teams guy. Then in this defense, with no Sam backer, they thought that they could move him to the rush linebacker and he'd be pretty good there. Now, actually, he's a little undersized for that spot. Remember, Ronnie Perkins is playing that, but he's like the guys that they're recruiting, the Nick Benitos and the people like that, that kind of fit what they're bringing into the program, speed and everything else. But he wasn't going to start next year at that position because Perkins was. So in an effort to really just improve their depth and just to find out what they have, they're going to move him inside to see if he can play there. Now again, he's 6'3", 230, which is a good size for a linebacker at OU. He can really run. He's a 4'5" guy, so he's got all those intangibles for him. What he doesn't have is any instincts or any playing time at inside linebacker at all. We know that's a different deal. You got to work through trash, and there's different things you have to work with, and instincts become a huge part of playing linebacker. So it's going to be interesting to see if he can make the transition, but that's what they're going to give it a chance. They're going to give it a look, and they're going to give him a chance to get on the field somehow or at least become a key backup. He's already a key backup at the rush linebacker, and he can play that position. But they're going to see if he can also help out at inside linebacker. And, of course, if he can, that affects Draper, that affects Asamoah, that affects Jonathan Perkins. But, hey, you got to get your best 22 on the field, and if it's really your best 30 because you need some depth at certain positions, this is what you have to do sometimes. Thanks for listening to Die Hard Sooner Report. I hope you're having a great Saturday. Spread the word about DSR to all your Sooner family and friends out there. God bless and Boomer Sooner, everybody.